Hi, friends. I think I'm on. Let's see if anyone can hear me. So it's hard to tell, but I'm going to just kind of hang out and wait a minute and see. But I am here, and hopefully we'll be able to get started. Okay, I'm trying to think about what I'm going to work on. See if anybody pops in. Hi there. I've been wanting to use this buckle, so I'm going to get it open while we're waiting. If you're watching the replay, I know this is super exciting. I guess it's good we all have a fast forward button. Hey, Denise! It's so good to see you. I hope you've been doing well. I don't know if other folks are on, but can you guys hear me okay? If you can let me know, put a comment in that chat. Hi, Patty from Iowa. Nice to see you. Hey, Bobby. Yay, people are showing up. Now, I'm assuming you can hear me. Will someone type in if you can hear me? Denise, I'm thinking you can because I was like, hello, hello, and then you put something else. Hi, Patty. Yes, thank you, Bobby. Appreciate it. Yes, thank you, Denise. Always, it's always a struggle. And I think I finally have my technical issues figured out, and this won't be too horrible, but it'll be much better than last week. So what I decided I'm going to do today during the live is work on this journal that I made in a video a while back. And it has, I think I showed you guys how to make the cover with all the scrap pieces of fabric. I had a lot of fun with this one. And it has 3 chunky signatures. And I'm using a variety of my fall papers. So the main part of the kit was made with all the fall leaves and autumn charm, a mixture, and then some fun envelopes. And I've done a few videos, I think, showing some flips and how to use fabric or fabric ideas, right? But it needs more work. Patty, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoy my videos. And so that's what we're going to do today, because it'll be something fun that I can just work on and hopefully keep a little bit of an eye on the chat and chat with you guys. And we'll see what we come up with. I am going to also use some pages and elements from my fall gratitude kit today. And I'm pretty sure some of my brilliant birds. So I've got a variety of fall papers. I definitely want to use some of these stamps. So, right, we're going to just have fun. And I am going to have a giveaway that we'll do kind of towards the end of our time together. I'm hoping Amy is going to help me and moderate, and I think she's out thrifting. Wouldn't that be fun? And is going to pop in and help, but I'll figure it out. If not, we'll figure something out, because I'm going to make at least one little journal card or cluster that will be a giveaway with some of the fun things I have here on my desk. Sound good, everybody? I hope so. Okay, so I'm going to think about another fun maybe page idea where I can use some of these things. Now this fall gratitude kit is from last year, but it is an all-time favorite of mine. And one thing I love about it is I did the pages full size and then I did this mini size so that you could make a mini journal or do something different. But I went ahead and printed just a few. Aren't they pretty? They're kind of these soft, muted fall colors, and I just loved that, and all the leaves. And then I also printed some of the prompts to help someone journal, because I'm kind of thinking about turning this one into a gratitude journal, because I think it would be a nice thin gift. And I may put it up in my Etsy shop, but it would be a nice gift then for yourself or to give to someone. So we'll see where I get to. And I also love using these to make ephemera journaling cards and different things this size. So thank you, those of you who have already given the video a thumbs up. If you guys don't mind, if you can give it a thumbs up, it helps, and hopefully other people will find us and join us even while we're live. And it tells the YouTube people that you like what we're doing. Okay, I didn't print on both sides, but I do think, because this is, you know, a journal of flips, this is going to be fun. I'm going to attach on one side, and one side I'm going to let it flip. Let me decide what page, though, I want to put it on. And then I'll layer some paper. So, oh, and while I was sitting here waiting, I have this vintage buckle, and, you know, I think it's supposed to be for women's clothing or something. A choice of smart woman for more than 100 years. Well, it's been a lot more than that now, hasn't it? And so I just opened it, and at some point, I may not get to it today, I was thinking it would be a fun closure for this journal. Don't you guys think so? I hope you think so. Hey, Sharon, so happy to have you. Thank you guys for following me. And I see some folks gave the thumbs up, so thank you. Big help, big help. Okay, so I have so many ideas. Sometimes it's hard to stay focused. Now, where did that card go? There it is. I am going to get out my Walnut Stone Distress ink. If you guys see something on my desk, or there's a technique or something, I'm not promising I can do it, but something you might like to see today, let me know. Or I'm trying to keep an eye on that chat. If you have a question you want me to answer, I am happy to do that to the best of my ability. Part of the fun thing about the lives is we have the chance to interact a little bit more. And of course, you guys are really good. I have so many folks that are so good about leaving me comments, which I really appreciate. Okay, we are going with this page right here before I lose it again. So, on this side is going to be a pocket, and the other side it's going to flip open. So all I'm going to do for this side is I'm going to add glue right along the edge. I hope you guys can see. And then along the bottom, like this. And it's going to be one of those kind of slide in kind of pockets. So I'm not sure I'm going to put this in here, but something like that, right? Can just go in there nice and big. We get lots of real estate by attaching it that way. And on this side, I love this book page. Isn't that gorgeous? We're going to let it flip open, and I am going to, I think what I'm going to do is do something like this. I'm going to cut it apart. I'm looking for one that's a little bit shorter. And these prompts are so fun to me. So, like, what is something special, unique, or extraordinary about yourself? A lot of times I don't think to give gratitude for myself or my gifts, right? And I'm very grateful for how I've been made. 5 people that have had a positive impact on you and how. Something or someone that makes you feel safe. So I think how I'm going to do this is, you guys are quiet today. It looks like we've dropped down to only a few people on, but that's okay. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to worry. Last week, when I had so many technical issues, there were like 30 people. It was, so maybe people have said, I'm not trying that again. I'm not going to do that again. That could be what happened, but I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you so much. If you did just join, I'm working on a fall journal that's going to be, I think, kind of themed as a gratitude journal using a variety of my fall kits. So super fun. I'm just trimming up one of these little gratitude prompts because I'm going to use it to layer on the back of this card that I didn't print on the back of. So what would probably help, let's see, Denise, packing and watching, you're listening. Thank you, Patty. Making lunch, but you're going to keep track. You guys are wonderful. I turn on people's lives and people's videos all the time when I'm doing other things as well. And it's fun. And sometimes when I'm crafting by myself, it's a lot of fun. I'm going to just use a pencil and mark this because measuring is not my strong suit and I'm yapping. You know, I love crafting and I don't mind being alone. I do well. I'm one of those extroverted introverts, I think. But what I find is if I put a live on or a video on while I'm crafting, it's so much fun because I feel like I have friends with me. So, I have this up on my iPad so that I can read comments, and I keep getting ads. Are you guys getting ads? I don't know how to stop that. I know YouTube does ads, and that's part of the way people who are monetized, and I am, but how we get paid. But in a live, you don't want that to keep popping up. Yeah, Denise, it's just kind of like, ugh. I'll look into that and see if there's anything on mine. I may not be able to stop it, but okay, all I did was I took one of my little cards and I'm going to use the neutral part to line this because I did not print on both sides. I'm going to try to get it straight. You can always add ink. Ink covers so much. I know some people aren't big distress inkers, but it's one of my favorite things. Drop me a comment if you guys are on the team distress ink or team leave it nice and clean. Hey, Patricia. I'm so glad you're here. I'm trying to read your comment. What does it say? It says, your kits are very good quality and like that you offer print ship. Thank you. You know, I know some folks don't do that, but I got so many requests, and I even have someone who orders the print and ship just because her printer gives her a fit, and she said she's just gonna get rid of it. And sometimes I have technical issues with my printer, so I know the frustration, but you're welcome. Not everyone has a printer or even wants to learn how to do that. And I get it. All right, this prompt is what's something or someone that makes you feel safe. And quite a bit of the prompt is going to take up the writing space because I had to cut it up to make it fit. So part of me is thinking I might put the prompt here and then we could journal here. And then if we had something a little more private we wanted to put, we could put it on that side. So that is what I'm going to do. All right, Patty is distressing, definitely. And Denise said she just reprinted this one. This is the one from last fall. Yeah, I love this one. And I have not had a chance to do a full gratitude kit this year, but I do have something that'll be coming out. In fact, I'm gonna show it to you guys next week during my live on Wednesday. That is a kit that is, again, kind of fall themed, super cute if you like some animals and things. And it's got affirmations. And I'm going to be doing, hosting along with Amy. I don't know if Amy is on yet, but hosting along with Amy a challenge. It'll be a weekly challenge in the month of November, and I'm going to tell you guys all about it next week. It's so hard not to talk about it because I'm excited, and I will show you that kit, and there'll be a freebie with that one. So join us to hear all about it. All right, I'm going to just kind of put this a little staggered. So on this prompt, yeah, Denise loves the distress ink. Patricia, I like to distress even on my cards. Yeah, I distress pretty much everything. Every once in a while, I'll say, okay, I'm not distressing. Okay, that covered it up a little bit, but I think that's okay. I really like how that looks. You know, it's every once in a while, and a lot of times it's when I'm like in that 15-minute challenge and I'm trying to go fast. Okay, let's do one of these stamps, because I think that will look cute. I'm reaching over and getting my little Fiskar scissors, and these are the ones with the stamp on there. So, let's see, which one do I want to use? Because I was just thinking maybe right here. And if I were writing about this prompt right now, I think this is like one of those, like, if you have a good marriage and a good partner, you might say this, but for me, it's definitely true. My husband, Dan, he is someone who always makes me feel safe. And, he's just calm and pretty laid back. Nothing really gets him frazzled. I think part of it, you know, being retired Army, he was in the military for 30 years. I think part of it is he knows, you know, even if things, you know, even if you're in a crisis or something's going on, it, you know, we're going to be okay, and we're going to find a solution and get through it. Like in the exact moment, it's not like it's life and death, right? I don't know. It always makes me, his calm presence and his laughter and all of that. So, hey, Trish, how are you? Are you feeling better? I've been thinking about you and thought I needed to check on you. I'm going to punch a tab for our little flip. I hope you're feeling better, Trish. I really do. And let's see. Oh, there we go. If anybody else wants to share, you don't have to, of course, but if you feel like sharing, you can certainly put in the chat what is something or someone that makes you feel safe. I would also say I'm so fortunate to still have my dad, and he's 82, and being with him, I think just, you know, the one person, I guess, still alive that has loved me and been there my whole life, right? So I always feel very safe and comfortable with him. You know, when we visit and we're together, everything just, you know, it's just easier to breathe. Trish, I'm doing, my arm and elbow are healing nicely. Guys, for some reason, there's this icon, right? I'm doing fine, arm and elbow, and I don't know how to get rid of it. And it's covering up. It's covering up what people are doing, but that's okay. So if you just joined, Patty says, my husband and my best. Is it your husband is your best friend, or your husband and your best friend? Wish I could get that to go away. Oh, my husband is my best friend. You know, mine too. And I have best girlfriends, and some, I shared with y'all, I had a girlfriend here in town this weekend that I've known for 37 years. And absolutely, you know, girl best friends. But my husband is my second husband, but we've been together a long time now, and he definitely would be my best friend. Okay, so I've got a journaling prompt here, and if you just joined, Denise said the same thing. Aren't we lucky? We're very fortunate. If you just joined, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That really helps me. And we are working on this journal. So I'm just picking certain pages, and I'm using a variety of my fall kits. And you know, there we go. It's going to just be a fun, crafty session. What do you love most about each season of the year? Okay, I'm going to ink this one, and I'm going to slide it in the pocket on the other side. Oh, husbands are supposed to make you feel safe and be your bestie. Yes, and it is. We are fortunate, Bobby. Okay, so I am going to fold it just because it would fit. It would definitely fit. But I'm going to fold it and just make it a little more, I don't know, it feels like it would be a little more private than if it's folded. Of course, I folded it that way. Okay, I am going to set this aside, and I'm going to make some fun clusters that I like making with these sentiments that were in this kit, and I have other pieces and bits we'll use too. But again, I want to make something that will be my giveaway for a little bit later. So I love fall kits too, Trish. Love, love, love them. Okay. And one of the other things, I think I talked about this, that is a funny, I don't know if it's funny, it's a challenge at times for me. I was looking for this, and it was under a pile of my papers, is I usually do not craft wearing my glasses, and because I want to read the comments, I have to either take them off and on or whatever. Okay, this is Brilliant Birds. And I printed them out a few weeks ago for something I was doing. And of course, I didn't use all of them. And I'm trying so hard to use things that I've printed. I mean, I'll probably never use everything I printed, right? I should. That should be my goal. But I was like, I love crafting with little birds. So I'm going to pull this out. And this is just a kit of fussy cut birds. All right, here we go. And all of this is on my Etsy shop, and there's the digital kits, and then like Patricia mentioned, the print and ship, if that's something you're interested in. And if you ever see a digital kit and you can't find the print and ship, especially some of the older ones, I may not have it listed, or if you're just having trouble finding it, let me know. All right, where did I just tuck? Because I was going to do two as I went. And then this is from all the fall leaves, and we may use that too. Bobby is saying something. When did they start putting commercial advertising on? I know, and I don't know how to stop it, and I want to stop it. So, okay. All things are possible. Be grateful. Everything will be okay. Today is a good day. That's one of my favorites. All right, I'm going to use my tear ruler to get a couple of sentiments ready. See the good. Small steps every day, and today is a good day. I love all of these. Obviously, right? Because I put them in my kit. Somebody was laughing recently and said, well, we're really glad that you do like it. That's one of the things about making your own paper. You can always do what you like. Okay. So I have it on my tablet, and I'm seeing ads pop up there too, so I can watch y'all's comments. When the ad comes on, I guess you can't then hear what I'm saying for while the ad's up. Is that right, Bobby? Oh, always have an ad before I get to CLI, but once I'm watching, I'm not interrupted by more advertisements. I'm getting them in the middle, Trish, right now. Okay, today is a good day. See the good small steps every day. I've got a little bird. I have some of these guys. And let's do, I'm going to cut this in half. We'll use the tree for something else at some point. But I'm going to do that with this one too, because I'm going to make a little collage journal card. Oh, wait, maybe I'll do it this way now that I cut that one in half. Let's fold it in half so that I don't have to worry that the back is white. And let's just glue it together. And again, another trick is to print on both sides. But again, I went through and pulled out, like this I had printed from last year, and I'm really working on that. So Trish, when the ad came up, I'm assuming then it's the ad, and it's like you get kicked off for however long until you can skip it. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Ugh. How annoying. Okay. Yay. All right. This is going to be cute. And I am going to, I'm going to try something on my iPad real quick. Bobby or Trish, are y'all able to, if Amy doesn't join us, help me do a giveaway in a little bit? I'm going to try to see if I can make y'all a moderator, but if you're not comfortable with that, don't worry about it, because I know the computer, that's like not fun. We can probably do it old school. Hi, Terry. It's so good to have you here. Thank you for joining us. I think the little birdie needs to be the small steps every day. Okay, so I'm going to just try something. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. Y'all hang with me for just a second. And I'm going to try to see if I can remember how to do this. La-di-da, la-di-da. Can't remember. Let's see. I think I figured out. Oh, Amy's here. She's thrifting. Have you found anything fun, Amy? I was sitting here trying to think, because I want to do a giveaway, and I don't know if you're going to be able to stay and help do that. But I think we can just start, if people want to participate in the giveaway. I know you did that before. I think you just told people to pick numbers or something. Yes, Amy can do that. Hi, Amy. Hi, Bobby. So we've been having fun. A few people have joined. A few people have dropped off. You know, good times. All right, I'm thinking actually now, maybe the side with the tree for the embellishment, we'll put a ribbon and stuff. And then this side can be for journaling. Isn't that birdie cute? Love it. And I made some really fun last year cluster things with all kinds of crazy ribbons and dangles and stuff. And the video is on YouTube. I'd have to find it. But I need to refresh my memory what I did, because I remember I loved them. And they each had one of the sentiments. I mean, that's cute just like it is. I love that bird. Okay. Hey, Lisa. So happy to see you. It looks like I got my technical issues, at least for this week, sorted out. So I'm glad you were able to pop on. Yes, if you want to be in the giveaway, put your number up there for Amy, because she's going to help. And we're going to do it after I get something made, but before 2 o'clock. Before 2 o'clock. And if you win, you just need to shoot me an email. and some of you, I have your addresses, but some I don't. But definitely if you win, you need to shoot me an email so that we can connect, and then I will put it in an envelope. I'm going to make sure it's something sort of flat, and not too big. All right, I'm going to glue this one back, the one I cut apart, and then trim it up. And then I'm going to get some ribbon out very soon. Okay. And Amy, I couldn't help it. I started talking just a touch about how next week I'm going to be announcing our November challenge. It'll be 1 prompt a week. So just, you know, if you want to play, you of course you don't even have to do every week, but it won't be like every day or something. It's just 4 prompts. And we're going to be doing like affirmations and gratitude and stuff. Bobby says, I must be behind because I'm seeing answers to questions before you ask them. You know, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I know that I have a little bit of a lag, but today it doesn't seem as bad as it's been as other days. Sorry about that. It's like when you're watching TV and the sound is off or something, and so their mouths are moving at the wrong time, even if it's just a little bit. Yeah, I'm excited too, Amy, and I'm going to try to be organized for next week so I can show everybody. Well, I'll get the announcement out beforehand, but I'll show that new kit and the freebie, the giveaway, the digital freebie. Oh, that's a good idea. If you does refreshing help? Is this your kit, Pam? So, yes. What I am working on, Terry, is an autumn journal that's going to be a gratitude journal that I then plan to list in my Etsy shop soon-ish. I'm trying to finish it. I made it in a video, but I'm doing a combination. This with the sentiments and the journal prompts is my fall gratitude kit from last year, but I'm also using autumn charm and all the fall leaves. So it's just a mishmash and fabric, and this is wallpaper. So a variety of things, but 3 of my fall kits, and then the birds are like a little ephemera kit. So yes. That was the long answer, I think, to that. Okay, what am I going to do for this one? I think I'm going to, don't want to cover up this gorgeous tree. This one, I think I'm going to do, today is a good day. And then because this is one of my favorite trees in the whole kit. Yeah, I love the sentiments too, Terry. And I have a lot of people that have been asking me to do more quote kits, and so I need to work on that. I was talking, I think it might have even been you, Amy, how I have to make sure that it's public domain, or at least like not attributable. I mean, you know, see the good small steps I mean, you don't have to worry about copyright on stuff like that, and a lot of affirmations, but you know, quotes you do. So anyway, that's part of what slows me down when I start working on quote kits, is just double checking, because I don't want to, you know, have an issue. But yes, I love sentiments, and a lot of my kits have them in some way, or at least some words or something. Okay, will your new kit be available before next Wednesday? Are you talking about the one that we're going to then be highlighting and using during the November challenge, the one with the affirmations, Patricia? Is that the one you're talking about? I'm going to definitely show it to you guys, tell you guys about the challenge, and do all of that next week. But just because of timing, I may get it up ahead of time. So, yes, most likely. I think you follow me on Etsy, so you should get notified when I have new kits pop in. But I'll definitely have it ready and have a link and all of that for everybody. I love my ribbons too. Most of them, yes, the hand-dyed seam binding, thanks Amy. I have different sets available and they tend to sell out and they're never exactly the same because I do hand dye them. But right now I have a nice holiday set and I think I still have some of the neutrals available and some pretty pastels that, I know it's not necessarily a pastel time of year, but someone just purchased that color combination and purchased the collage papers, pink and, or not pink, purple and yellow. That's one I think, Bobby, that you like because you love purple. But the ribbons, I was looking at it and oh my goodness, they were beautiful with that particular kit. All right, so this one, I'm going to use a piece of this green because the green, the font here is in green. And again, this would be good for Christmas, but it's also, I think, really good for fall. And tomorrow, if you have time to catch my video tomorrow, it'll be live in the morning, my first Christmas kit. And Patricia, I think you might have been one of the ones that have been asking about it. It's kind of a vintagey Christmas kit. I'm not going to show it to you guys today. I'm going to be good. It is already available on Etsy though, but I'm making a project with it tomorrow and you're going to be able to see it in action tomorrow. And I'm excited. It's called Holiday Cheer. So now don't leave the live to go look at it. You can if you want to, I guess. All right. I'm going, oh, this already has a word on there. All right, this one doesn't. We're going to do two little circles too. Let's do joy. And I see something else I was going to do today, which is a pocket I made for this journal that's too big. And I'm going to cut it down and show you that. Yes, everybody, Amy, thank you so much. If you guys have a YouTube channel or an Etsy shop or whatever it is that you do, you're welcome to share it so other people can find you and we can follow each other, okay? So please go right ahead and pop your channel, your shops, whatever up there, okay? And if you haven't already, make sure you like the live video. Hey, Nancy, I'm so glad you're here. You guys are so fun. So fun. All right, I'm going to put joy right there. I'm just making right now some ephemera and using a variety of my fall kits. And I said I was going to do clusters, and I haven't really done clusters. It's been more little journaling cards, but I'm going to do a cluster now. I want to use this, and it's kind of large for what we're doing, so I'm going to set it aside, but we're going to do something with it at some point. All right, I'm going to punch a bigger circle. And when I'm in my craft room, y'all, by myself crafting, this is exactly what happens. I just start pulling stuff and having fun and digging through, and I'm trying not to print extra right now, so I'm using things that I have printed but haven't used yet. And these little chubby birds just make me smile. All right, Amy says we're doing last call for numbers. If you don't know what that is I'm going to give away a couple of the little items that I'm making, and then a couple of them will also go in the journal, which is what we're working on. But I will do a little envelope, and you just have to email me so I can get your mailing address, and the winner will get a little giveaway. And I'm going to try to remember to do this each week. If I forget, feel free to say, are we doing a giveaway today, Pam? Because you get on these and you have all these ideas and things you want to share, and it's very, very easy to forget things. And I hope you know, picked a number and are going to participate. I would love for you guys to get a little, it'll be a little tiny one, but a little tiny Happy Meal. All right, this is going to become a cluster. The little bird is making me happy. I'm going to cover up some of those. All right, that is, I don't want to cover up the whole tree, so I think I'm going to use that one there. Yay, pick a numbers, come on. And then, and I have told you guys I'm going to try to keep these, yeah, we still got a few minutes, keep these to about an hour, just because I think it's fun to have a long time to hang out. But I also know, you know, everybody's got things to do, and if we want a longer one or a different format or something, y'all can give me some feedback. Like I said, and tell me what it is you'd like to see. If there's a specific project theme you'd like to see live. And again, if you have questions, this is our chance to interact a little more than just, you know, just through the comments. And I do try to respond to y'all. Ooh, I pulled this out during a video and then forgot to use it one day. Remember? I remember that I forgot to use it that day. I'm just trying to, here, I'll pull this basket up. It's embarrassing, but I need to organize it. Here's some vintage ribbon, and I have some Sari silk ribbon. I don't know, even this kind of fun pink might look good. Okay, I've got a few pieces. That's pretty much what happens to that. Okay. I don't know. Ribbon scissors. Donna Ray! Oh my gosh! I haven't seen you in so long. Donna Ray is one of my local friends. We've actually gotten to craft together in real time, in real life, right, Donna Ray? How are you doing, my friend? Okay, I think I want the ribbon underneath, and I'm going to staple it. Okay, and I think last fall was when, yes, it was fun that we did the gratitude journals. Were you there for that one? I think you were. If not, though, I know you've played with this kit, and super fun. Okay, I love that little bird. That was a super simple cluster, and we're going to do another super simple. I love, whenever I say super simple, I think of some of the Pink Monarch print kits because they have a bunch that are called super simples, and they make me happy too. Oh, this is what I wanted to see. That would have been pretty there. Let's add a piece of this to that one too. Now, I'm trying to remember where I got this. I think this may have been during the big yard sale. So I don't know about everybody else, but Donna Ray and I are having some beautiful weather here in the Richmond, Virginia area the last day or two, few days. It really feels like fall, but it's still getting like, yesterday I think got into the low 70s, and today I think it's going to be 69. So it's been gorgeous, and the leaves are getting beautiful. Hi, Terry. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Who's number 23? Was that you, Trish, or was that somebody else? All right, I don't want an extra. Now that I did that, I'm like, nope, don't want it on there. We'll put it on this one. And we did have fun. The weather is perfect. It's my favorite time of year. And I think, if I remember correctly, it is your favorite time of the year too, Donna, right? A lot of us love fall. Fall is my jam. Okay. I wanted to know who... It's me! Okay, Dadkins. And then we have somebody new. Hello. If you guys haven't hit the thumbs up, please like the live for me. It helps. Let's do one more. Oh, I was going to try to fix this pocket. Let me show you guys the journal if you've just joined us. This is the journal we're working in. And Dadkins, I'm not sure if I know you or not outside of this live, but make sure you send me an email. Amy, can you pop my email address in the chat, please? And I'm going to send you my 2 favorite ones, unless you tell me you don't like birds. I'm going to do the small steps every day and the joy cluster. But if you don't want the birds, tell me. Love the name of your farm, Donna. Flannel Jammies Farm, yes. Yes, thank you, Amy. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside for Dadkins, and these can go in my journal. Now, I made this in a different... Ooh, someone's from Japan. Hello, hello, welcome. And it's too wide for this particular journal because when I made it, I wasn't thinking about my journal. And this is one that I've worked in quite a bit already, but I feel like it needs some finishing touches. So that's what we're working on. This lovely pocket is going to go right here, but see how it's too big. So one option, let's see if having it stick out, it's a little bit further than I want. I haven't put any big tabs. I think I'm just going to cut it off and maybe let it hang over a little bit because it is decorated on the back as well. So we'll take like a small amount off. Got to cut through the wire of that ribbon. I like that better. Okay. Whoa. I'm dropping things. Okay. I am going to re-ink this, and then I'm going to add a touch of hot glue to get this ribbon restuck for the pocket. Hope you guys can see that. I love that frog. That was just punched from a book that I have. It is not from a digital, but I do like frogs. Yeah, Donna Ray has a YouTube channel too. Donna Ray, we were sharing our YouTube channels. I don't know if you're still creating content, but she has a lovely channel. If you want to share it, other people were sharing their channels earlier, and we would love for you to do that. Okay, so that one's going to go right there. Even though it wasn't the right size, it now is. And you don't even, like later, I won't even remember that I trimmed that off. Cute. And we've got a little tuck spot here. So this little guy, I don't think I want circle and circle, but he could have gone there. We can definitely put that journaling card here. And you do love the birds, Dadkins. Yay! I will send those to you once you send me an email with your address. Okay, I've got a few minutes left, and I am going to try to decide how I might be able to use some of this crazy rose. I guess it's rose, right? Now, one thing that might be fun is like another little tab with a rose on it. I love those buttons. I need something. I need to stick something in that pocket. I'm going to put this one here for now so I don't lose it. All right, let's come up with something. Whew. Okay. So I can't remember who it was, but someone commented on a video fairly recently, I think, about how when they keep their granddaughter or their great granddaughter 1 or 2 days a week, and they watch my videos while they're coloring and doing, you know, crafting and doing other things. And she said that her little granddaughter's 4 years old, and she claps her hands and says, "Oh, it's the sparkles lady." And that made me so happy, y'all. So anyway, I just thought I'd share cuteness. All right, so now, ooh, you know what? We could make something special. I haven't covered or done anything crazy yet with this envelope like I have with a lot, but we could make a fun little embellishment. I think I can do that fairly quickly. I'm gonna find a piece of paper. So again, this is that attempt to use scraps and papers I've already printed. And I think all of the fall kits that I've decided to use in this journal kind of and be eclectic, I think they all coordinate pretty well. Okay, I gotta take the glasses off so I can see. So all I did was trace around the flap, and I'm gonna cut it just a little bit to the inside of the line. And it's not gonna be perfect, but it should be close enough. And it is. So we will distress ink. Thank you for putting that email address in the chat there, Amy. And I'm going to yeah, I love all of your cross stitching. I can't cross stitch anymore, Donna Ray. My hands get too numb. But back in the day, I loved some cross stitch, and I still love other people's creations and to see what they're doing and all of the beauty. All of the beauty. What else did you say? Gardening. Yes, gardening. Okay. All right. That's cute. And I was thinking there to put this little embellishment. I don't know. It's kind of odd, but I may put it here anyway. I may put, so we can have that word hope. I'm going to punch one more circle. This is going to be the last thing I think that I do. Let me find, I think this is the correct punch. I just don't want it to be white when you flip that up. So we're just going to punch one out. It happens to be one. Oh, it's not the correct one. I guess this is a 2-inch. Is that right? 2-inch. Luckily, there's more paper to be had. In the paper, you know, if there's a paper emergency, let's meet at my house, because you guys probably have your own paper you could bring to that emergency. I always seem to have enough. Do you guys have a punch that does this to you? It's my 2-inch punch that does this. Zippity-doo-dah. You guys read she won the giveaway last time. It arrived. Thank you. Did you like it? It was the Distress Vintage Journal was the giveaway last time. There were so many technical issues and so much happening that I thought we need to, those that stuck with me and came back and tried again. You love it. Thank you, thank you. All the paper, yes. We need to do a design team craft along. Yes, Denise. Denise and Amy and Bobby and Trish are all on my design team. I don't know who else is here too, but we have quite a few fabulous ladies. Fall is my favorite too. So, Denise, if you have some ideas of how we might do that, let me know. Amy, is really good with lives and things. And Pam, who's not on, the other Pam, Ginger Cat Pam, is really good too. So they might have some ideas. Bobby, you may have some ideas because you do a ton of videos. So if anybody has some ideas of how we could do a craft along, I think people would like to see that. I always think it's super fun to see what people do with this, you know, the same paper kit. Or like, you know, pick from maybe a couple of paper kits and then see what people come up with. I realized I've got glue strings and some of my silver hair, but I was able to pull it out in time. All right, that's different, but I like it. And I may still do something else with the envelope later. This one is going to become chunky. I'm not worrying about keeping things super flat or anything. I'm adding buttons. Like I said, lots of flip outs, lots of tags, and embellishments in this one. So be kind. I think that's one of the most important things to remember in life, right? We can just be kind to each other. All right, we can pick a theme or a kit and see what we come up with. All right, maybe we'll get on a quick planning call and talk about that. It might actually work really well. Amy, you can tell me what you think too with our November challenge, because we're going to be doing, again, affirmations and gratitude, and we could pick one of those weeks and do a craft along, and I think that would be super fun. Such a fun idea. Absolutely. We'll see how that may turn out. All right. And I'm going to remember that I have this vintage buckle, because maybe next time I work on this or next time I go live, I'm hopefully going to have worked on this some more and I can just show you where it's at. But I want to make a closure with this. So I have no idea what that's going to look like, but it's going to include ribbon of some sort. Okay. I hope you guys had fun. I appreciate you taking the time to be here. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up for me. And you guys are awesome. Amy, thank you again for all your help. And thank you to those. Denise is on the design team. Denise, Trish, Bobby. Sometimes it's hard, like, not to miss people. Amy. Yeah, I do love Chunky. Oh, you're sweet, Denise. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks, Donna Ray. I'm sending all of you a hug. All of you a hug. Okay. I think y'all are awesome too. I will, of course, have videos coming out, but I will see y'all next week. We're going to be here again next Wednesday. So I hope, tell your friends, and it'll be a good time. Okay. Thanks. I'm going to end it. Yes. And I will get that out, get the giveaway out. Oops, here it is. There we go. Okay. Have a great day, everybody.